Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll run on first down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up third down.
Now that's a great play defensively. And one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 48. Armin. Check 48.
Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's Watson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brand, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 58, right up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We got this set. Check 24.
They'll run it with Johnson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
He's mine. Check 44. Check 48.
To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Johnson, the intended target. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
6 down. Check 6 down. Go. Check it on. Go. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 41 Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Give me 4. Give me 9.
To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
26.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for full, and that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long. It's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. Room past the 20. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Right there. All day, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick your game up. Slam, slam. Check 9, check 9.
Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Texans' 45-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. bar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Deep, tighten up. Let's go. Deep, tighten up. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 gator. 18 gator. Off.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Returning it is Moore. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
48 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Got some real estate inside the 30. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Let's go, D.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm here all weekend football. Check 37. Hey, that's mine. Ball. 49 on the ball. 49 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Got a man open. It's Ross. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Taylor. With a catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go now. Check my 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 43. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Cardinals nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check safety, check safety.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch it. Come here. Wait.
Now Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Shoot. Hey, watch it. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Taylor flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
4 down. Check.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, check. Come down. Motion. Put it through. Check.
Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's got daylight. 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Taylor. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Check.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running from the gun, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on second down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Watson off play action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, it's Jones. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.